Good evening. Reported sightings of the enigma Barry Wang have reached fever pitch this month, with more than 15 million Britons claiming they've seen the man everywhere from Wangford to Wet Wang. And as Barry Wang spotting escalates into a national obsession, authorities are asking serious questions about our preparedness to deal with a Wangdemic, and if in fact we can handle a man we know so little about. Evan Davis reports on just who is Barry Wang.
Well, Barry Wang has been eluding the authorities for months, so much so in fact that many government agencies are beginning to doubt that he actually exists. But there are no such doubts here on the streets. Across the country, in hushed tones, the terrifying feats of Barry Wang are being discussed in pubs, homes and offices. And perhaps the most worrying aspect of what is being called a Wangdemic is that nobody seems to know where he came from, where he's going, or who he is.
He always goes south of the river. Apparently his young mother hasn't seen him since she gave birth to him. I mean, it's proper undercover stuff. You're not really meant to talk about it at all.
Barry Wang is the only man to use a Q without a U.
Well, the other customers know. They just like, you know when Mr. Barry's in the house, it's just like, that's it. You let him be. Yeah, and just gets on with his stuff, and the other customers there are just like, no eye contact.
I don't know, it's the name. Just made it sound like it was someone who'd be ginger.
You looking for Barry Wang? Yeah, I met him. I think I met him anyway.
I did see him once. He was manually panning. It was a New Flame by Simply Red. Oh man, I mean he did it all just with his line-up finger. It was amazing. Never seen anything like it.
I know. He was what was eating Gilbert Grape.
He said, "I got one word for you, kid." I said, "What's that?" He said, "You want to go in mad fresh on the lemon shorts? They're big in 09. I said, "Sir, that ain't one word." And out of the shadows, all I said was his mouth just like this, like he didn't care. He wasn't even bothered. And I thought to myself, I think that's Wang. And then before I knew it, bang, he was gone. He was gone, and I was just stood there like an idiot. Anyway, I've got these. They're working. Good luck finding him, yeah? I've got a radio show to do, 10 till 1, yeah? Coming in your ears, yeah? That's how I roll. Yeah? See you later.
Schroeder, for God's sake, I'm shopping here for women's dresses. You think I look better in the silver than the blue? I thought the silver suits me. Barry Wang, tell him about Barry Wang. Yeah, of course. Barry Wang, let me tell you the one thing I know about Barry Wang. He's the only man that can finger himself in a lineup. How about that? I mean, come on, Barry Wang? Pfft, who cares? No one, not even Barry Wang. Barry Wang doesn't care. See you later.
Would you go out with someone called Barry Wang?
He was what Willis was talking about.
I guess I really want to be like Barry Wang, you know, to one day not only feel a part of the team, but to be the reason for the team.
No, he hasn't been in today, no.
If you have $5 and Barry Wang has $5, he's got more money than you. It's always that way.
Barry Wang, Barry Manilow, I'm sure they're very similar. Quite astute, smoking cigars, drinking brandy, those sort of things, yeah.
Well, strong, little froth, little tiny bit of chocolate on the side. That's how he likes it, and anything wrong like that, he gets very annoyed, so you have to make sure it's like precise for Mr. Barry.
And you know, he always wears an otter hat with a tenor in it.
Well, despite the evidence that he does in fact exist and that he could one day take over the world, it's still the case that there remains no cohesive national strategy for dealing with Barry Wang. One thing is for sure, there'll be no help from the man himself. When we contacted him for a comment on this story, he refused to be interviewed and just issued a brief statement. Evan Davis, Wangford, for George Lamb.